There's no thwarpability with this one, but
sorry.
It's fine, David. It's absolutely fine. I broke it out because someone here got it for me. Thank you, David. It's very nice. It's very lovely. It's very wonderful. But hi, everyone. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Today, I'm just drinking water. That's all I got for you on this occasion. I do, though, have my cup mug on hand, as per usual. And you can get yours at lonagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. We do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Go get your merch. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm David Healy. Wait. Oh, never mind. You did already talk about what you were drinking. Sorry. Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm wearing my cup shirt.
Yay!
I've been pulling this one out a lot lately. But
Yay!
I am just drinking some water.
I love that it's usually me interrupting you talking about what I'm drinking, and then this time you were like, what? Huh?
Like, did you say? I still don't know what you're drinking. Did you?
Water, because hydration is of the essence of Hall. Shout out to Jada Essence Hall. But we're not talking to Jada Essence Hall today, though that would be great. No, we're talking to Charles Galin King. Oh, how fun.
Yes.
Oh, how fun.
I'm excited.
Love it. We've got a gorgeous chat with Charles here. We're running through the Kings, and we're so thrilled that you all are loving all of our interviews with the cast of King of Drag. It's been so much fun to do all of them. We're loving them, and we've got a great chat here with Charles Galin King that we're going to dive into here shortly. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you have not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag. Make sure, if you have not already, go check out our coverage of King of Drag Season 1. We will be covering the finale. I don't want it to be the finale, but it is. We'll be covering the finale here at the start of next week, so make sure to tune in for that. And otherwise, we've got a bunch of drag content and content across all 4 of our channels. So make sure to check out the description below, where you can find our audio podcast links, all of our other channels, our Patreon, where you can find us on social media at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow me and David, and you can also follow Charles as well. Go follow him, go tip him, go support him. If you're in LA, go book him, go see him at a show, do all those things. And without further ado, Charles. Oh, Charles Galin King is here on the channel. Hi, Charles.
Hola todos. Good day.
Hola.
We're so happy to have you because, as you know, we've talked about here on the Cup, you are literally one of our favorites from King of Drag. And obviously there are 10 favorites from this season because we love all of you. But your energy, first and foremost, your energy, even now and on the show, just so good. Oh, so good. So happy that we get to spend some time with you today. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for existing in this life alongside me and have time and play. Gracias.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to know the origin story for Charles. I want to know what made you decide to start doing drag, and how did you decide on the name Charles Galin King?
So the origin, my lore, when I was born, I came out of my mother 31 years ago. She pushed me out. Actually, I love you, Mommy. I'm sorry I was in there for 36 hours when you were giving birth to me. But she gave me life. And then in high school, it was around 2011, she went into the living room where I was watching TV, and she changed the channel and said, "Look, a weird TV show just like you." And it happened to be RuPaul's Drag Race. So I blame her for all of this and all of what you see on TV and everywhere in drag stages. So my mother was the one that got me into drag, because I started befriending, it was season 4. So I was like, what's happening? People doing fun things and getting angry at each other. But I didn't look at the anger or the drama. I was just looking at their art and what they put on the stages. So I started befriending some of the queens online on Facebook before, when I used to be on Facebook. And Raven, I befriended her, and she had a friend named Landon Cider. And then I looked at him and I said, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I don't know what it is, but it looks fun. And for me, I've always been more masculine than feminine, but drag has helped me accept my femininity within my masculinity and my masculinity within my femininity.
Wow.
And my drag name comes from Charles Spencer Chaplin Jr., the pantomime artist from the 20s to the 60s, I believe. And during high school, my mom, like after high school, when still growing, she told me, yeah, Charlie Chaplin saved your life. I was like, yeah, you're right. I was going through some really dark times, but I'm still here. And Charles, so my first name is Charles, and Galen, my last name is Galindo. And when I was a little preschooler, people would ask me, what's your last name? Galindo? It's like, what? How do you spell it? They would ask me so many times, and I would say Galindo, Galin. And then I learned that gay means joy, besides being beautifully queer. So I said, I'll shorten it and put Galen. And then King, I recently changed it the past 2 years because of my drag dad, King Phantom.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, that kind of goes into, because I love the pantomime elements of it, because I was going to ask who, because I feel like your drag pulls from so many different inspirations. So coming off of that with pantomime as well, who are some of your bigger like pop culture inspirations for creating Charles as a character, be it, old school pop culture and, more current ones?
Gracias. For me, pop culture inspirations, Jim Carrey. Recently, Chris Farley, Jack Black. I can't remember any female ones. Well, Mia Jovovich, but that's more like I want to get intoned and stuff. But
Sure.
Buster Keaton, Harold Lloyd, the Marx Brothers, Charlie Chaplin for sure. And then recently, people have asked me and said, "Who did you see as you that represented you in the media?" Growing up, I didn't really see people that looked like me because it was mainly white people, and I love my whites. But recently, in What We Do in the Shadows, when that first premiered, I saw Harvey Guillen as Miguel de la Cruz, and I said, well, he looks similar to me. So I would say now, Harvey Guillen.
I love that. I love that.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite shows.
Love it.
But I'm very curious, what is the drag scene like where you're from in California? How welcoming are they to drag kings?
In the drag world here in community in LA, for me, the very welcoming community is the people I've known and grown to know. And they are welcoming of kings to a certain extent, especially in West Hollywood. It's slowly creeping up that they're adding more kings. There are some kings I've been able and privileged to perform at Mickey's at different venues and shows, but it's still majority audience just looks at me and stares and confusement, and some of them on their phone while a king is performing. So mainly West Hollywood, but there I see it slowly blossoming and welcoming everything. It's getting there, I feel it. But overall, I feel like it's very welcoming and warming, especially in the drag king community and drag king shows. We just support all of us. We support each other. Even the new kings trying to put their dancing shoes and mustaches on the floor. We welcome all.
I love it. I love it. I was going to say, next time I'm in LA, I need to come see you at a show. I am there all the time. So I will be there. And I will be cheering and not on my phone the whole time. I will be there. I will be there, and I will be cheering for you because you deserve it.
You deserve it too. I'll see you. I contact you like, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But obviously, King of Drag being a very revolutionary show, when you found out about it, how excited were you? And then finding out that you were going to be on the show, like, what was that feeling like? What was that process like? Getting cast on the show, like, what was the reaction?
So for me, when I first saw it being announced, like there's going to be a drag king show, I said, yes, go Kings, go apply. Because I didn't really want to apply. I told myself I I admire competitions, but I would like to stop doing competitions and just really want to perform on stages that people would want me on their stage. And I feel really privileged that I've been asked, and I still have gradual work. I would love more consistent work of the drag world, but people were sending it to me, and I would say, thank you, like. And then it was like a month in of the announcement, and the application was due in 2 weeks, and I was at Knott's Berry Farm with my mom waiting in line, and I said, I'm curious. I'm just gonna look at the application. And I looked at it, and I started getting nervous and fear, and I realized I should apply. Let me try it. Let's see how it goes. It's the first time. It's gonna be the first time for everybody. So we're gonna learn on this journey together. So I applied the next day, and then I was like, "What?" I got a call back, and I was like, "Hey, you like me? You really like me? Thank you." And
I
overall,
love it.
thank you. Overall, when I got the email and they told me you're on, I was like, "Thank you. I'm ready to show who I am. I'm ready to show my drag, what drag means to me, and I would like to show the world what my drag is."
Mhm. And you did. You definitely did. But when you first walked in the man cave, I noticed you instantly connected with Tuna Melt and Buck Wild, and you all had Team Latino going on. How important was it for you to have that representation?
To see my Latino brethren and also my beautiful BIPOC brethren on the other side, it felt very safe. Whenever I see people that look similar to me, I feel more safe. And representation like that is very much needed everywhere, especially in this time and age of fascism and the Gestapo walking out kidnapping people. So seeing them, and I'm like, oh, I'm not alone. And I could
Yep.
see my kings that have similar tastes in what I like to do, and it was fucking amazing.
Good. Good, good, good. And you started strong. You started very strong, winning the first weenie challenge. Did that boost your confidence? Like immediately coming in, going, "Okay, I'm here. I'm starting strong. Let's do this." Like, how was that for you, boosting your confidence immediately?
For me, when I went into the competition, I felt like I won. And then when I won that Winnie challenge, I said, thank you so much for choosing me. Thank you
Right.
myself for getting me here because, like I said in the confessionals, I used to not like taking pictures. And then now, because I could just have fun with taking pictures, I'm like, hey, hey, hey. It gave me more of like, I could be here and it's okay. Even if I didn't win, I could still be here and it's okay. But then I realized, oh, they might have the rules of if you win something, you might have to do something else. So it was kind of like beautiful nerds. And I was like,
Sure.
okay, bring it. I'm ready.
Hmm. Which, I
Love it.
mean, that segues perfectly to my next question because you won the Weenie Challenge and then you got to form your own boy band as a result. So you built Bromosexual. So I'm wondering, how were your thoughts preparing for that challenge and how did you feel that the performance went?
For me, I blacked it out. So it's slowly remembering and coming back to me.
Fair.
Overall, when I chose my people, and then sadly, because choosing last doesn't feel good, but it has to happen. It's part of life. I thank Big D for coming and be like, man, I'm glad the universe had us all together here. And trying to prepare each other and just checking in with each other. With me, especially, I wanted to check in with each of them while we were working on it. It was like, what are you skilled? What do you feel like doing? And I gave them beautiful things of like advice that I give myself. It's like whenever I feel like, I just say, okay, everybody, can we all just take a deep breath in together? And we all did that. And I felt more connected with that. Thanks to the Actors Gang, the theater company I was a part of, that helped me do that.
I love that. I love that. And that was like your confidence was always something that I saw paramount from you on the show. It was like it didn't matter what you were doing or what your skill set necessarily was or how confident you may have been, your confidence was always showing through. And that was one thing I loved seeing the most from you on the show, was just, it was always, I'm going to go into it. And it goes back to what you were saying. I'm going to go into it because I'm here, and I'm just excited to be here because I'm here. And it's one of those things that has just been so refreshing watching King of Drag. The entire season has just been all of you just enjoying the process and being in the moment doing it. And I loved it. And one of those things, you being in the moment, was choosing Nosferatu for the Dong Show. Give me that thought process, Charles. I need to know. It was brilliant.
Thank you.
It was brilliant.
Thank you, friend.
But what was the thought process for choosing that?
So for me, sometimes I get attached to beautiful media that I would love to see on repeat. And that was one of the movies of last year that I said, this is great. I want to study it more and watch. And then when I was told that I should pick a impersonation, I said, let's try it. It's something out of the box. It's something different. And it's something that I feel like I will have fun with it. So I chose Nosferatu. And then when they said a talent, I said, okay, Nosferatu has the voice of, oh, what if I do the complete opposite and do a poem of Yelvis and recite it very chaotically like you saw?
And what does the fox say?
Thank you.
Precisely.
I mean, so one thing that just came across, Logan touched on it, was you just emanated joy on the show. Like, you always seemed so positive, so happy. And then in episode 3, it felt like the curtain got pulled back a little bit, and you were very open about the attempts you had made in the past. So I wonder, I'm wondering if there was any like hesitation to be so vulnerable and open with the audience about that aspect of your life.
Thank you, friend. For me, since going through those attempts, I said, this life was chosen from me to me. And I said, I'm just going to do my best that I can with all the abilities that I have and just have fun with it. And when I was told that, or encouraged to be vulnerable, I said, you got it. This is who I am. This is part of my life. This is what happened to me in the past. And I feel like others, I used to feel alone in this. But then I performed a pageant and I did a homage to myself as a tribute, because in pageants there's a talent number that I have to do. So I told myself, what if I go deep into my talent and say why I had talent? And it's because I'm alive and I've gone through this, and the support of my family and friends and the drag community. Let me share my life. And I was able to do that. And in that pageant, somebody messaged me on Instagram and said, thank you for sharing that. I too have felt that way and alone. But now I feel like I'm not alone anymore. And I'll forever thank her. Like, thank you, Mary. She's out there. I think she's near Missouri, your area.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
But when I said it on King of Drag, I realized I felt like a release, because I said it on a big ass platform, and being able to do that, it just like, yeah, it gave me more power in myself to just keep living and keep on having that beautiful control that I can control what I can do. I can't control other people, and they can't control me.
Yeah.
We appreciated it.
Thank you.
As someone that had 2 attempts myself, it was really beautiful to see you talk about it and reclaim that for yourself. So I had been hoping that we would get to talk to you just so I could say thank you for acknowledging it and sharing your story, because it helped me process it a little bit more. It was one thing I hadn't really been able to process in my own journey. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Gracias a ti. Gracias.
De nada. And going into talking more about that for the Death of Your Fears, which was my favorite presentation of yours, which I loved everything you did, but the Death of Your Fears was my favorite presentation of yours. We got to see your culture on full display. As a Mexican Indigenous person, I want to know, like, how important was that for you to bring that to King of Drag, and how did you, like, what inspired that for that look specifically, and what was the process for that? Because it touched me deeply, knowing where I was at. I loved it.
Thank you, Logan. So for me, my drag has always intertwined with my culture, my heritage, and where I came from with my ancestry and my ancestors. So, and what I've told myself, if I'm able to have two numbers for drag show, one number has to be in Spanish, because it's a constant reminder that I am a person from Mexico with a beautiful indigenous blood, and the audience will know that I speak Spanish too, and that's okay. We all have different languages. So being on the show and able to portray that, it's always been within me. So having that platform and being able to be El Catrin, the Day of the Dead person that's helpful in the spiritual realm and stuff, and help the undead souls, like, hey. And it's also proud to be able to do that, because in Day of the Dead celebrations, it used to be a month-long celebration until the colonizers stopped us, so we have to do 2 days. And now we go to cemeteries. I've yet to go during Day of the Dead, but one day I will. But every year the day after, I would dress up in calavera makeup, and I'll paint myself. And we'll go to Alvaro Street in downtown LA, my mother and I, or my family, and we just give roses and thanks to the Virgin Mary, the Mother Guadalupe. And then I did a number that's with Take Me to Church by Hosier. In that full attire, and at the end I would do the flowers. So having that in my, as the kids say, back pocket, and being able to show on King of Drag Revry TV that side of me, I felt very beautiful, grateful, honored, and privileged.
I've always felt very privileged growing up in Arizona. Like Dia de los Muertos processions, like I grew up going to them. I still do, and so it's such an important part of my life too. So seeing it was incredible. I loved it. Not to gush too much, but I've already done it too much. It's fine. It's
okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you did land in the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as a fan of horror movies, I love horror movies. For the final thrust, you got to do the Blair Butch Project. How fun was that?
It was so much fun that when I was being described the title of the name, Blair Butch Project, I sort of yelped in excitement. I was like, oh my God. You just switched the Blair Witch to the Blair Butch. Fucking A, man. I'm still going to have so much fun. And then, oh my gosh, I felt very excited doing it. What was the question again? Sorry, David.
That was it. You answered it.
That was the question.
Thank you. And then holding the camera, I was like, it's just so much fun. I get to die.
It was so good. It was so good. It was interesting because you landed in the bottom for that, and then the next episode, the judges didn't seem to understand your black spot look. No. And David and I, being the reality TV nerds that we are, we knew what the black spot was, so we got it, and we were sitting here like, but no, we got it. But no, we got it. Like, but we got it. Do you, like, would you change anything with that look? Because we loved it, but would you have changed anything now looking back on that?
No, I would not have changed anything, because I was giving that beautiful prompt of nautical prom being anything. And I said, I've always admired the black spot. So it was true to me. So I did that. And having a sign on my head and a giant ass wig, that's like the biggest drag I've ever done.
It was so good. I'm like, what is he doing out here with a sign on his head? It was so good. Okay.
But unfortunately, that was the episode where we saw you get eliminated. But I think one of the most powerful moments in the show so far was immediately after your elimination when Molasses just gives you this big hug and said, "Hold still, don't move." And you could just tell that he really wanted to make you feel comfort and peace in that moment. So I just wanted to know what was going through your head as he was holding you.
What was going through my head when my beautiful sibling, King Molasses, hold me and say, "Stay there, it's okay." Like, okay. I felt a beautiful allowance of just releasing the sadness within the joy that I got eliminated. So he was able to just hold me and say, "It's okay." And I said, "It's okay too, man. You're beautiful. You deserve it. It's okay. They chose you. Let it go." That's why I say I don't care. It's like, I don't care. I got eliminated. I get to be knighted. I didn't say that, but in my head, I was like, oh, I get to be knighted right now in a bit. Yeah. So I always tell people whenever they ask me what was the biggest thing coming out of the King of Drag, and I always say I gained 9 new siblings, and King Molasses and I shared that beautiful moment, and I had forgotten about that because I didn't block out the whole show. I just forgot. It was such a beautiful experience that I was like, I lived it in the moment. Let it be.
Yeah.
Until
You had a black spot in your memory.
I had the black spot, or as Tenderoni says, oil spill.
I love Tenderoni.
I love it too.
But
it's okay. Everybody has their own critiques, and I respect that. And I did that, and they didn't understand it, and that's okay.
Right.
Competition.
Right. Challenge. And I love that you said you came out of the competition with 9 new siblings. But I want to know as well, Charles, what did you learn the most about yourself coming out of the competition and getting to experience King of Drag? What did you learn the most about yourself?
What I learned most about myself coming out of that beautiful experience of King of Drag is that I love drag. I love what I do. And I get to show more of my drag and also understand that I've always been a human, and but I recently learned that I'm a spiritual being experiencing the human experience. And every day when I wake up, I say, I'm still alive. So what I gained from all of this is that it's okay if I didn't win. I wanted to be top 3, but it's okay. No worry, man. My goal was like, hey. But overall, what I gained from this experience, more joy, more beauty, and more understanding of that people won't understand what I do, but they're gonna feel the same emotions that I'm feeling on the stage. And that is beautiful and a human experience.
It is. I love that.
And we certainly experienced it, and we got it. So
Thank you.
But we want to know what's on the horizon for Charles. Like, what do you have coming up? Where can people follow you? All of the things.
Take the time to plug yourself.
Percosex, I love you. That was very smart of you to say your full website. Damn it. How dare you?
I loved it so much.
It was fire. It was like smart. But for me, what is in the horizon for Charles Galin King is I would like to come to a sitting near you and perform for you so you can see what I do in my drag. But also, I am writing more. I would like to make more horror shorts and start on feature-length films, DIY style, because money is not here. Though I would love to collaborate more with kings and get them on the forefront and say, we've always existed in this life. Just the beautiful imagery of queen, a drag queen fully polished, as the people say. We're here, my friends. and I'm gonna perform everywhere I can, and I'm gonna make more creative content for all of you. And you could follow me on Charles Galin King. Period. Sorry, let me do that again. And you could follow me on Instagram Charles Galin .king.
And that will be in the description below, so don't worry about that. Charles, I'm literally obsessed with you.
Oh, thank you for him.
You are the best. You radiate joy. We just keep saying it. And I know Henlo is actually joy, but you radiate joy. I'm truly obsessed with you as a human and as a drag artist. Thank you for joining us. You are remarkable, and you are welcome back anytime to join us for anything, talking about anything. So you're Cup family now. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I would love to be more a part of the Cup family. Tlaskamati Logan, Tlaskamati David, and the beautiful rest of the siblings.
Gracias a ti, Charles.
Gracias.
Piñada. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
We're leaving this whole bit in.
Good.
Woo! Oh, Charles. We love him.
Yes, so lovely.
One of the craziest interviews in the best way. I love him. I love him. I love him. And I said it many times, but I love him. So
we do.
Thank you, Charles, for joining us.
I totally get the Jim Carrey influence.
Oh yeah.
I totally see that.
Oh yeah, no, the Jim Carrey, the pantomime, the Charlie Chaplin, like all of it, so good. Incredible. Yeah, all of the references, I was like, yes. And then the Harvey Guillen, I was like, yes. Like 100%. But thank you for joining us for this lovely, lovely chat with Charles Galin King. Make sure to go check out all of the other chats that we have done with the cast of season 1 of King of Drag. We've gotten almost all of them. We're almost there. We've got 2 more. We're hoping, we're trying to get the last 2 kings on this season. We're working on it for you all. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we put out stuff like our King of Drag coverage. Follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Go follow Charles. You can follow me and David as well if you would like to. And go get your merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, but make sure you go watch another video. And with that being said, gracias a ti. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.